So this is Lakin's room. We have some deep cleaning to do in here. I'm gonna scrub his walls down because I noticed they are just, look at that, super dirty from their hands, all of that. So we're gonna get the walls completely scrubbed. I washed his sheets. I need to put new sheets on his bed. I told him to come up here and just sweep everything to the middle. He brought up a million plastic bags to put everything in. So he did his part. I told him that was enough for me to strip his bedding and all that so I could wash his sheets and then just get all the garbage and everything up to the middle of his floor. I'm going to also shampoo this rug too because it's been a while since I shampooed it. But this room needs a good deep cleaning. Eventually I want to hang his curtains back up. He was up here with his brothers playing around and they snatched that side. The curtain rod came down. Of course, Lucy's following me. She has to watch my every move. So this is what we have ahead of ourselves. We're gonna get this tackled and all cleaned up. What I'm doing here, I already went through the toys that was in the pile. I'm just throwing all the big items in the trash. There's just so much random crap and just junk. And I told the kids, moving forward, if there's stuff on the floor, if you guys are gonna treat stuff poorly and treat it like trash, it's gonna go in the garbage. And I'm not buying new things to replace it. You guys are getting older. You guys know the difference between right and wrong, especially Lakin. He's 10 and he said he understands. And I said, moving forward, your room will not get like this again because you know better. He tries to play the, oh, it's his brothers that's doing it when he'll be the only one upstairs. I told him that doesn't work anymore. It's time to take some responsibility. And when he cleans his room, he just shoves all of this crap underneath his bed. And I told him we are not doing that anymore. This is like unbelievable. Like, I'm almost disgusted that I never came up here and like noticed this. Like, that's just from where the bed was. Me and him had a serious talk that there's to be no more food, no more drinks up in here. Otherwise, he's going to be suffering some consequences. Things are going to start getting taken away if he thinks that this is how he's going to treat his room. Because we worked really hard to have nice things in a nice room, nice house. This is not how we treat it. So this is the before. And I'm going to put in some serious elbow grease to get these walls looking back the way that they're supposed to. I have my good old cedar mop. This is like the best way to wash your walls. I just did Dawn dish soap and a splash of bleach. And let's get started.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the without you, and I couldn't really make make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you.
Oh, that looks 1,000 times better. It looks like it did when we first moved in here. I have a magic eraser. I may or may not, but I'm gonna scrub there and that'll get that little corner off. But the walls look good. I'm out of breath, but this is back looking 1,000 times better than what it just looked like, that's for sure.
I know you've been down thinking about him again. I know that your heart's been broken. You should try and let it go and start being yourself. You can put on your dress, we can play your favorite song, and I will take care of you, care of you, care of you. This is what we need, this is what we have to do. Tell me, can you feel it too, feel it too? Maybe you should go work that body. You should go work that body. The body wants to.
Here is so filthy from stuff spilling. I'm gonna like fully mop the floor, but first I'm just gonna scrub this with the cedar mop, and then I'll go back in with my other mop that I use to mop the rest of the floor. But I want to really get down here and get this scrubbed.
Everyone's got their hearts broken sometime. Let's go out and lose our minds, forget all about him.
I'm gonna move his bed this way instead. I thought about even moving his TV to... I think I'll just leave his bed this way because I plan to get him a small desk so that way he can do his artwork in that, and I think that'll look perfect right there since there's an outlet right there. Lucy's checking it out like, what is going on? Why is his bed this way? But the bed will be this way. I'm just gonna leave it that way to switch it up. Now I just need to completely scrub down this TV stand because it is so dusty and gross. That is all nice and scrubbed up. I cannot believe like how much stuff was caked down on that. And then we are almost done. Get this wiped down. Put his fresh sheets on the bed. Get that all nice and organized. And then we can mop these floors. I love these wood floors. They're so beautiful. They're so nice. But I do sometimes wish that they just had carpet in their room. Just because when they're up here, you can hear every step that they take. Looking out that window, she's like, oh yeah. Let's lift this up for her. Because she will mess with the blinds. There you go. So you can look outside and check out what's going on out there, huh? Happy girl. This is gonna be her new spot. She loves looking out the windows. I think Lucy approves of the bed being this way. You'll see on his mattress, I don't have a mattress protector on his bed. I made the mistake of not getting one. So there's just stains in that. Whenever I wash his sheets, if I don't put them on right away, he would just come up here and just be coloring and all types of things. So that's what those stains are. I plan to eventually, when I have some extra money, I want to get me a handheld shampooer. And then I just want to lay some baking soda and get that all cleaned out. And then that way I'm going to buy him a mattress protector. So that way we can kind of preserve his mattress. But that's what those stains are. The joys of boys. I swear the things that they do, and they're just so messy. But I'm teaching them not to be messy forever so they can grow up and be responsible men and not just think that their wife is going to do all of these things for them. But there's nothing wrong with you as the mom going in and kind of just going over and doing things. So don't feel like you have to make your kid do all of these things all at once by this certain age. Do what works best for your family. I know sometimes people like to give advice, but they don't realize they're actually just criticizing you and not suggesting things. And we just have to remember our lives are not the same. We all parent differently. We have different beliefs, different morals, and that's okay. That doesn't make you a bad mom.
Breakups leave the scars, you don't need to be ashamed. Everyone's got their hearts broken sometime. Let's go out and lose our minds, forget all about him. You can put on your dress, dancing to your favorite song. Everybody will sing along, sing along, sing along. So put your hands up, this is what we have to do. Tell me, can you feel it too, feel it too? Maybe you should go work that body. You should go work that body. The body won't stop till we're great and old. Maybe for a second we can lose control. You should go work that.
It amazes me just how dirty wife services get. I haven't wiped this door down in such a long time, you guys. I will say, now that I'm home, since I'm currently not working, it's given me the time to tackle all these type of things, because before, working 40 hours a week, it was hard to try to do all of this after work because I'd be mentally checked out. And then on the weekends, I was doing my basic laundry and just trying to spend time with the kids and get them out of the house. Time just goes by so fast, and it's hard to just find the time, especially if you work full-time outside of the home. It's already bad enough to find the time and the motivation to do things, but when you mix in a 40-hour job and an hour commute each way, it makes it very hard. So that is why this door looks this bad, and that's okay. Stuff happens, you guys. You get to it, you get up and you do it, and hopefully today this motivates you to do just that. That looks like some type of paint or something they have on the door, or like a highlighter. I don't know. You never know with kids. They got so much art stuff and markers and all that crap for Christmas. When they opened everything, I was just like, oh, this is gonna be a very colorful house. That looks 1,000 times better. The outside of the door doesn't look any better than the inside. And whatever they painted this door with, it's like a flat white paint, and I hate cleaning that type of paint because if you're not careful, it's gonna like take the paint off, from my experience at least. So that's why I'm just using this instead of like a magic eraser.
Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fight, and at one point I would never thought that I would meet someone like you. This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like, my,
His room looks 1,000 times better, you guys. It looks so clean. It smells clean. Lucy found her new favorite spot. We are all done. Door's nice and clean. Floors are nice and clean. Me and him had a long talk. I said, you're gonna take care of your room. We're not gonna let it get back to that state. Once a week, I'm gonna make sure I'm up here just double checking his cleaning, because this is what Lincoln was doing. Hence why his floor behind the bed looked so bad. When I was telling him to clean, sometimes, you know, I didn't always come check it. He would sweep and he would just do what any typical kid does. What do? Hide everything under their bed. So that's why stuff was like built up, and the floors were in such bad shape, and why the baseboards were disgusting. So I told him, you cannot do that. I don't really want them eating in their room. I told him if he does bring a drink or something up, he needs to make sure he's putting it back. But we are all done. I've probably burned like 400 calories doing all this, but his room is nice and clean. It looks so much better. I don't think I'm gonna shampoo the rug right now. I'm just exhausted. I'm just gonna take the rug out for now, and I might even just throw it in the washer, to be honest, and then just let it dry. I might just do it that way instead. But yeah, we are all done. His room looks great, and I am exhausted. You guys can just see how much I am sweating, but that is gonna sum up today's video. I hope it motivated you. If you have kids, I know that you can relate to sometimes the room's just getting out of control. We are not perfect. No one is perfect. This is real life. My house gets messy. You don't always see everything. Their bedrooms is one thing that I will say I try to stay on top of, and I do try to deep clean it like this, but it's been a while since I did that. So a goal is accomplished. Tank and Samir's room is the next room that I want to tackle. Their room's honestly nowhere near as bad as Lakin's, because according to him, they come in his room and they do everything. Of course, you know, he's the oldest. He wants to put the blame on them. But their room is nowhere near as bad as Lakin's. Their room's mostly just like toys and a couple other things. They actually cleaned up their room last week. There was like popcorn in there from when we had a movie night one night. Samir brought popcorn upstairs, but they came up here and Lakin swept it up for me. So that's something I don't have to worry about. So stay tuned. I'll be tackling their room, deep cleaning it next, to give you some more deep cleaning motivation. But until the next video, make sure you subscribe. If it is your first time tuning in, hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.